Yeah. Did you because by the time I got finished playing this, all I would do is just get up into the Cinnabar Island, do the missing go cheat.
Oh yeah.
And then just rare candy my way to oblivion.
I wonder now, we are playing this on Mac at the moment. I wonder, will we partake in the missing no later on?
No.
Well, just out of curiosity to see if it's there.
No, I want to... Maybe that'll be like the last thing we do, once we've done the rest of the game.
One of the things I'm really curious to see, because so you guys are listening to this is our first week of the playthrough. By the end of this week, like on Saturday, will be the 27th, and very cleverly Nintendo, on the exact day that the first Pokemon generation came out in Japan, that's when they're releasing the ports for 3DS on the store, which is very, very clever, I think. Yeah. So you'll be able to go on and get Red and Blue on your Virtual Console for your 3 or 2DS. And I would be curious to see if that port has been tampered with at all, like to maybe get rid of the missing no thing, or if they've changed anything. Like, I know they have to go in and change like some of the functionality for the link cable, because there's no link cable anymore, and we're going to be able to do it over wireless now.
What I'm most curious to see is if in any way they'll allow you to take Pokemon from that, store them onto the Pokemon bank, and then have them go straight up to Generation 6. Like, I don't
if there's any problem with doing that.
Yeah, well, they'll just take the Pokemon as kind of core, because they could go into the source code, I guess, and maybe they could and kind of change it.
Because this would be the first Pokemon proper release since. Oh, this was no Ruby and Sapphire. Do they have Pokemon Bank functionality?
What, Alpha?
Omega Ruby and Alpha
yeah,
Sapphire.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then there's a possibility. Obviously, it won't work backwards.
Yeah.
Well, like, wasn't there a thing where if you tried to transfer, it came up as something and you wouldn't be able to use the Pokemon, like an unknown or something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, because obviously the Omega, Sapphire, Alpha, whatever the hell they are, they were remasters, but obviously this is just a straight up port of the original. So, I don't know what each one is going to have. I'm surprised they didn't have red, blue, and yellow just for the Sadist who wanted to have Pikachu follow them around.
Oh, they do.
Is that that as well?
Yeah, it is, yeah. I just didn't bother mentioning it because it's shit. Yeah, all 3 of them are coming out, and they've got special edition 2DSs that look real good.
Yeah, I've seen them.
At least I'm pretty sure. I'll look into this.
Did I? No, I've still not got any Pokeballs yet.
Yeah, you have to go up and then come back, don't you?
I've already done that.
Oh, yeah. I've been googling away here. I've really been paying.
Boom's got a potion.
So generally, when you're looking around here in the early phases, who are some of the Pokemon you're looking out for to bring onto the team nice and early?
Basically, you're going for quantity over quality at this point.
Yeah, well, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Are you a Rattata man or a Pidgey man?
I usually end up having a Pidgey. Pretty much all the way up until the Elite Four. I did have one playthrough where I used a Theoro, which was...
Wow, that's kind of weird.
Look, I played the game enough times that I could kind of start messing around with it.
Yeah, you don't go out to the left a little, get a Nidoran for yourself?
No, hey, maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, that's a bit of a left field, isn't it? Because I go with Pidgey.
Yeah.
You've gone with a Spearow before.
I might have to spend some time and try and find
myself... to get both Nidoran?
No, get myself a Pikachu.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Obviously, we have to.
Now, was you like me, where you refused flat out to evolve it into a Raichu?
No, I evolved that sucker.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did, yeah. It wasn't... a lot of my playthroughs...
Alright, Lieutenant Sarge.
It wasn't one of those things where I would often end up with a Pikachu by the Elite Four still. Like, it would be rattling around in the box in my computer. But, like, if I was gonna... I would much rather have a Zapdos or a Jolteon as my electric type.
Can we, by the way, just take a moment to talk about that concept of capturing a Pokemon and then putting it in the box.
And never letting it out?
And never letting it out.
So many Pokemon.
So many.
There's so many Pokemon I caught just to catch the Pokemon.
Yeah,
I would never use.
Like, I had this grand vision as a child that I would catch every single Pokemon and you know, be the Pokemon Master.
I've become much more efficient at that in my old age. Like this playthrough I'm doing of Omega Ruby at the moment, I've beaten the Elite Four, and I think I've caught maybe 40.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. May I just point out you have 1,416 emails.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, you might need to.
See, I have 5 email accounts that go into the one.
That includes one of mine, isn't it?
No, not yours anymore.
Oh, you got
no.
it. Okay, I was gonna say.
No, I have the link to the cast email, my email, the email for my old venture.
Right.
College email. Yeah, it adds up.
Okay. Can you do me a favour? Get onto Bulbapedia, and if you just kind of whack in Viridian City.
I can type it in either.
Either way.
Do you want the song?
No, you're good.
We're on the road to Viridian City.
No, you're really good, thanks.
There was a day in college years ago where myself and my housemate Poddy, shout out to Poddy, raved around the kitchen to a bit of Viridian City and the Pokemon rap.
God, you really are more tragic than me.
Well, it's close.
Yeah,
It's close.
but basically,
I was definitely as more tragic at the time.
yeah.
Right, so we're looking at Viridian City. What are we looking for?
Well, basically, I just kind of want you to follow me. So, like, come follow me. When I go from like one city to one route.
Okay, no, I have the walkthrough here.
Oh, you have. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So
right now we're in Viridian City for the first time now. We've got ourselves a Nidoran.
Yep.
Male.
Probably female, because I know you got one. You're more likely to catch one in one version than you are in the other version. Okay, I'll heal that bad boy up and then be on my way.
Yeah, and have a look there just to see if it's male or female.
I'm pretty sure it's female. Pretty sure female is the blue one.
Well, you'll be able to tell by the symbol anyway.
Yep, female. Grand.
Wait, no, that's male.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, alright. Well.
It's the circle down with the line through it.
Look, I get my men and women confused, alright?
Alright, Bobby.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Don't expect it to last. Right, so we're in Viridian City.
Is there anything I can grab here, or I'm just going to make my way?
Well, now there's no other interesting Pokemon you can get until you've got a rod.
Alright. Oh, it's the missing man.
In terms of items, you get Oak's Parcel, obviously, Pokemon Mart. And there's nothing else till later when you come back and you have Cut or Surf, because you can find Dream Eater across that little lake.
Yep.
So now we're heading up into Das Forest.
Do you remember when they didn't tell you what route you was on?
Viridian Forest.
Well, not there quite yet.
Oh, we're on the way there. We're on Route 2, aren't we?
We're on the road to nowhere.
So Bulbapedia have a really good, really thorough walkthrough.
Oh, they're awesome.
Yeah. Now let's see, where is Route 2? Okay, so available Pokemon here on Route 2 for you.
I'm going to presume there's a Pidgeoratta in there.
Yeah. Also, there's a 15% chance that you'll find a Caterpie. There's also special Pokemon here.
Oh, that's a trade-in, isn't it?
Yeah. There's a trade to trade an Abra for a Mr. Mime. I don't think I ever used a Mr. Mime in battle.
No, but
I traded one to have one.
But Mr. Mime is actually a pretty decent Pokemon to use.
Is he one of those ones like Porygon where you never think?
Oh, I knew Porygon was fucking awesome.
I never. I had one, and it's a fucking. We'll get to it, but it's a fucking ass ache to get one.
Yeah, but I traded myself. I didn't have a Viridian Forest. Be careful, what's the natural moves? I got myself like a Porygon Z.
Can I just say I wouldn't play this game nearly as much if the voice acting was in it and it was like this.
Yeah, and like Porygon Z's got like some fucking insane special ability that I was all for. I really like how the Pokeballs in this original version are the size of you.
One thing that kind of, do you know what, that kind of, it's cool and also sometimes kind of annoy me about later generations of Pokemon.
What?
Is that the Pokeballs are like visibly different. So when you go and you see like all your kind of, when you're kind of when you're in the Pokemon Center and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Rather than having a nice set of 6 matching Pokeballs, it's all weird, different kind of shit ones, and some of them are really terribly designed.
Yeah. Bugcatcher wants to fight. Bugcatcher sent out Weedle.
Like, I very nearly had to face the possibility of catching a Deoxys in a nest ball, which aren't the most pleasant looking Pokeballs in the world.
I've realised I haven't renamed any of my Pokemon.
Since you got them?
Yeah.
You haven't, you've already abandoned this now.
No, I just completely forgot about it. Just the natural reflex is to just skip. It's alright, when I get that Pikachu.
Sorry, no, I'm kind of...
Sorry, you're having fun there, I can see.
My duty is, Here we go. Get on to the Viridian Forest.
Brock Lesnar grew to level 8 and land bubble.
Brock Lesnar learned German suplex.
Oh yeah, this is where I have to, like, put a Pokemon in and then change it out, and none of that level experience sharing nonsense.
Oh god. It was a simpler time, wasn't it?
I know, right?
And a more headachy time before EXP share. Right, so we're in Viridian Forest now. Our available Pokemon here: Caterpie, Metapod. You have a 5% chance of fighting Pikachu, so you're gonna have to knuckle down.
I will be here until we find one of those fuckers. I don't care if that takes up the rest of this episode.
Also, a Weedle and a Kakuna, you have an equal chance of finding them as you do a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Or not Pokemon, sorry, Pikachu.
Around. I do not like Viridian Forest.
No, it's one of those things. I don't find it nearly as tedious. One of the things that still to this day in any Pokemon generation that fucks me off royally is any sort of cave network.
Yeah.
Because I think we'll speak of it when we get to our first cave.
Yep.
How I think for anyone that has played Pokemon games for any length of time, I think we can all conclusively agree that Zubat is the worst.
Yeah.
I hate Zubats. I, on principle, don't catch them.
It was officially voted the worst, wasn't it?
It was officially... Kotaku did an ordered list of best to worst Pokemon, and yeah, worst Pokemon.
Yeah. But, with that said...
In my head by some distance as well.
With that said, Crobat is fucking awesome.
Yeah. Well, look, I'm not saying they're terrible to use in battle, by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just saying that, like, they are the spam emails of Pokemon. And believe me, you've seen 1,416 emails. I know a thing or two about spam emails, my friend.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Oh, come on, Pikachu. I don't want to make this any longer than it needs to be. What level does Metapod evolve into Butterfree?
10.
Is it 10?
Oh no, am I thinking Magikarp? Into... Hold on.
Oh god, no, that doesn't evolve.
No, that's
to
15 or 20. Metapod. Bear with me.
He is into level 10, yeah. Not going to catch it anyway, but...
Where does it say?
Up the top. You need to learn how to use Bulbapedia, my friend.
Oh yeah, yeah. So usually when I go and look at individual Pokemon, the immediate thing I jump down to is what they're strong or weak against.
Yeah.
You know, because in later generations, and this is something we also touch upon, in later generations, because if you show us the original 151 Pokemon, we know exactly what type it is. But when you get past, I could do still a pretty good job with Silver and Gold, I think, for most of them.
Yep.
But it's when it gets past that.
Yeah. When the designs get just a little bit too ambiguous.
The designs get ambiguous. The types mix because you have 2 types going on at once with some Pokemon. And then when you introduce Fairy type.
Yeah. And then you get something that's like a rock fairy, and you're like, how the fuck?
Yeah.
How am I meant to know?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, just find me something.